How's it going?
How's it going with you?
Going great.
So this movie, oh my goodness, some of the locations were so crazy. You had swamps, you were filming in Vietnam. What's like that for you as an actor? Did that help you develop your character more, or did you feel some of those obstacles got in the way sometimes?
No, definitely helps because as an actor there's so much to imagine. You have to imagine Kong, you have to imagine these skull crawlers, you have to imagine that you're living on this island that has, where evolution has accelerated at an extraordinary rate. And if you're surrounded by, trees and rainforest and jungle and swamps, it helps you imagine that you're actually in this otherworldly place.
What was one of the locations for you was either the hardest or the best, where you were like, this is my best work because of where I am?
I think probably that there's a swamp in northern Vietnam in a place called Ninh Binh, which was definitely the hardest and also the most helpful. Because as a group we're running away from a terrifying creature, and we were in this enormous swamp and it was quite cold, and every day we had to we'd get up in the morning, get dressed, have a cup of coffee, and then submerge into this really quite cold swamp water. And I remember thinking, this is going to get old quite quickly. But it was really good. You really feel like these characters are up against it in that scene for that reason.
And what is it about King Kong that you think that people can just connect with, even children and childhood memories of King Kong?
Yeah, I think there's something, children have a fascination with animals and with nature, and I think as we grow up we never lose that. And the idea of Kong as a kind of alpha predator who is, who represents something noble and majestic and terrifying about nature is something we've always found exciting.
Now, talking about kids, what is one of the things you find most important using your platform in Hollywood to support initiatives like UNICEF, where they talk about kids and helping them? I know you're a part of that.
Yeah. I think it's really important that every child deserves a fair start in life. As adults, we have the luxury of choice. Not all of us, but many of us can make choices. And the reason I work with UNICEF is that they believe in that every child has a right to an equal start, and they do everything they can to help ensure that.
And can people go anywhere to donate? Because I feel a lot of people don't know about it.
Well, it's one of those things where there are all sorts of platforms online which can be quite informative and educational, and also the website. Every national territory has a local website which can tell people more about where those resources go into helping the most disadvantaged children in the world.
Well, thank you so much, and definitely everyone needs to check out Skulls Island. It looks amazing, so check it out in theaters.
They give me access to the writer where I can sit down with them and go, okay, well, I think, the character speaks in this kind of tone, or he would say this, or he would say that, or we're at a point where it's like, this is just a dead space. Can I say something here? And they go, what do you want to say? And I'll say it. And then they go, oh, yeah, all right, say that.